So our first finalist, candidate number 3, please join me here. And our 4 candidates will be wearing a headphone. Okay? And with that headphone, they will be listening to a music loud enough for them not to hear the common question. Your question will be coming from our chairman of the Board of Judges, Mr. Carlo Morris Galang. Sir?
Okay. Congratulations, candidate number 3. Here's our question. As a man who represents masculinity with responsibility, how would you raise awareness about discrimination, bullying, and violence? I repeat, as a man who represents masculinity with responsibility, how would you raise awareness about discrimination, bullying, and violence?
As a man who represents masculinity with responsibility, I will raise awareness against discrimination, bullying, and violence by spreading right, correct, and responsible information to the people around me using all the possible human resources that I have, namely my social media platform, my personal connections, and to mention, I am also a leader as an SK Kagawad in our community, so I may also use that. And with all of this, it is also a reason which is why I joined Mr. Laoag 2024 to expand all of these resources so that I may reach more people and spread this information. But most importantly, I need to have the values against this unrightful characteristics and events such as discrimination, bullying, and violence, such as love, peace, and responsibility. And with all of these being said, as long as I possess this, I may be an epitome and an influence to others to refrain from all of these negative events and characteristics or whatever value these may be. Thank you.
Very well said, candidate number 3. Please step forward for your final look. Maybe please call on our next semi-finalist candidate, number 6. Candidate number 6, how do you feel right now?
I feel a little bit nervous, but I'm happy because I'm here again representing myself with free and fearless with any judgments and comments that comes in my life.
Definitely, you should be because you're in the top 5. Okay, so the question will be coming from our chairman of the board, Mr. Carlo Morris Galang.
Hello, again, congratulations. Here's your question. As a man who represents masculinity with responsibility, how would you raise awareness about discrimination, bullying, and violence? Again, as a man who represents masculinity with responsibility, how would you raise awareness about discrimination, bullying, and violence?
As a representation of masculinity and responsibility, I could create an awareness by starting by myself, by being a symbol of hope in terms of trouble, by being the protector and the provider of our society, the protector of the woman and the children, the provider of love, compassion, and understanding. And I believe that with that simple action of mine and a great platform that I have, I could inspire my fellow to do it themselves, and it could create a ripple of change to our community where violence, discrimination, and bullying will transform into kindness, understanding, and respect, fostering a healthier and more supportive community for everyone. But let us all remember that it is only when we are united, when we act as one, when we are in a collaborative endeavor that we could achieve great things. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Please step forward for your final look. Candidate number 6. candidates natin. I feel passionate as well. Naiiyak ako sa mga sagot nila. Gusto kong maging ambassador. Alam mo yun. Okay, here you are, candidate number 7 there. How do you feel that you're part of the top 5?
I am grateful that I once again become top 5. And I want to thank my family, to all who rooting me and still believing me. This fight is for you. Thank you.
This fight is for you, that's true. Okay. The common question or the final question will come from the Board of Judges, Mr. Carlo Morris Galang.
Hello. Here's your question. As a man who represents masculinity with responsibility, how would you raise awareness about discrimination, bullying, and violence? Again, as a man who represents masculinity with responsibility, how would you raise awareness about discrimination, bullying, and violence?
As Mr. Laoag, I represent masculinity, full of perseverance and dedication. I can be the representation of love because I am against bullying, discrimination, and violence. I can be also responsible to educate people to understand, respect, and to give value to others. In this way, we will live peacefully. In this year's Pamulinawen Festival theme, Love and Shine. Love each other and let us all shine together. Together, we will make our community safe and joyful to live in. Happy Pamulinawen, Laoag. Thank you.
Very well said. Please move forward. Candidate number 7 for your final look. We're now ready for candidate number 13. Okay, candidate number 13, are you nervous or you're excited?
I'm very nervous. So much.
Don't be, just remember you're already in the top 5. You should be very excited, no? Okay, so the final question will be coming from the Board of Judges, Mr. Carlo Morris Galang.
Hello. Here's your question. As a man who represents masculinity with responsibility, how would you raise awareness about discrimination, bullying, and violence? Again, as a man who represents masculinity with responsibility, how would you raise awareness about discrimination, bullying, and violence?
I've been a victim of bullying and discrimination when I was a kid because I was different. But this doesn't stop me to be the best version of myself. And right now, I'm standing in front of you to encourage everyone to do the same. And I would use my influence to ask the government of Laoag and the Mr. of Laoag organization to push through my advocacy, which is mental health, because I believe that a person with a good mentality and mental health is someone who is disciplined, someone who is focused. And I believe that he will not discriminate anyone or bully anyone because he is disciplined and mentally healthy. And before I leave this stage, I would like to the people of Laoag to not remember me by my appearance, but remember me by my wisdom and advocacy. Thank you.
Candidate number 13, please step forward for your final look. Okay, candidate number 13, I'd like to request you to please step forward for your final look. Thank you. And now we're down to our last finalist, candidate number 2. Okay, candidate number 2, how do you feel right now?
I feel so overwhelmed at the same time. I didn't expect this place, but somehow manageable.
It's manageable. Okay, so the final question will be coming from the chairman of the Board of Judges, Mr. Carlo Morris Galang.
Hello, here's your question. As a man who represents masculinity with responsibility, how would you raise awareness about discrimination, bullying, and violence? Again, as a man who represents masculinity with responsibility, how would you raise awareness about discrimination, bullying, and violence?
As an SK Kagawad in our barangay, maybe I could use this platform as a catalyst for positive change. Maybe I could possess activities, programs, or resolutions that eradicate the stigma of discrimination, bullying, and violence. With this, masculinity with responsibility is the key to pursue and foresee a brighter futurity. Thank you.
Candidate number 2, please proceed forward for your final look. There you have them, ladies and gentlemen, our top 5 finalists.